Good day. Thank you for joining us for today's news. If you find this helpful, please consider subscribing. We're here every day with calm, clear updates, just for you.
A devastating fire destroyed a historic church in Avondale, Auckland, leaving the local community in shock. Now police have released a photo of a man they believe may be involved in the incident. The fire broke out early Monday morning at St. Mary's Church, a sacred site for the Catholic community since 1921. The building, rebuilt in the late 1950s, was gutted by the flames. James Van Schie, the general manager of the Catholic Diocese, called the loss absolutely shocking and devastating. Authorities are now urging the public to help identify the suspect by contacting police. The community is hopeful that the released image will lead to answers and justice. As the investigation continues, the church's legacy remains a central focus for the parishioners who have lost a vital part of their heritage.
Beef prices in the United States have risen significantly due to supply chain issues and increased demand. The United States Department of Agriculture repaired to last year, with factors such as drought conditions and international demand contributing to the rise.
The All Blacks are facing yet another injury crisis as Rieko Ioane has been ruled out of the third and final test against France due to a hamstring issue. This comes just days after the team dealt with a similar setback, and it's putting a lot of pressure on the squad to adapt quickly. Ioane, who was set to wear the number 11 jersey, will now be missing from the starting lineup in his place. Sevu Reece will move to the left wing, and Will Jordan will return to the right wing after playing as fullback in the last test. This reshuffle adds more uncertainty to an already challenging series for the All Blacks, who have had to rely heavily on their depth. The team's plans to rest Jordie Barrett have also been disrupted, as he will now be on the bench, despite playing in the first two matches with only two specialist wingers available throughout the series. The All Blacks have had to make tough calls on player selection. Now, with Ioane out, the team will need to show their strength and adaptability in the final test. The match in Hamilton will be a crucial moment for the All Blacks, and how they handle this injury crisis will determine their performance on the field.
As the government pushes forward with its proposed changes to local governance, officials are raising concerns that removing the Four Wellbeings, social, economic, environmental, social from the law governing councils could under the Yanggoldir Ka-Precedement. The changes are unlikely to significant costs for local councils, while the government argues that the changes are necessary to ensure fiscal discipline and reduce rates. Local authorities and experts warn that the removal of the Four Wellbeings could the stability and effectiveness of local services.
Sir John Key, former Prime Minister of New Zealand, has urged the Reserve Bank to cut the official cash rate by 100 basis points to stimulate economic growth. Speaking at a Deloitte event in Auckland, Key argued that the current rate of 3.25% is too high and is stifling business confidence and economic activity. He highlighted weak performance in the manufacturing and services sectors, as well as a subdued housing market. As key concerns, Key also criticized the former Reserve Bank Governor Adrian Orr for keeping rates too high post-pandemic and called for policies that encouraging market for economically confidence. He suggested that a recourse. Key also addressed the challenges facing the construction sector, noting that many tradespeople are working reduced hours due to low demand. Despite personal stakes in the economy, he expressed confidence in the current government's ability to recover as the economy stabilizes.
The Holy Family Church in Gaza, a symbol of resilience and hope for the region's Catholic community, was struck by an Israeli strike on Jew deaths. The attack has drawn sharp condemnation from religious leaders, international officials, and human rights. All the incident a flagrant violation of human dignity, while the Israeli government expressed regret, stating the attack was due to a stray ammunition hit, but questions remain about the safety of the church compound, which had provided GPS coordinates to the Israeli military. The attack has reignited global calls for an end to the violence in Gaza, with over 58.
In a shocking development, Former Deputy Police Commissioner Jevon McSkimming has resigned after it was revealed that child exploitation and bestiality material was alleged. Case came to light after a lengthy legal battle to keep the details of the matter since December 2020, while under investigations for a 7 resignation. Police Minister Mark Mitchell described the allegations as being of a very serious nature, though the full details were only recently made public. The case has prompted an independent review of the police's IT systems, with recommendations for stronger monitoring and filtering mechanisms. Police Commissioner Richard Chambers has also ordered the reintroduction of audits on police devices, a process that had been paused for over 5 years. This incident has raised serious questions about accountability and transparency within the police force, and the outcome of the ongoing legal proceedings will be closely watched by the public.
Former Deputy Commissioner Jevon McSkimming, once the second most powerful police officer in New Zealand, has resigned following allegations of serious misconduct. The nature of the objectionable material, falsification and bestiality has now been revealed after a legal battle that saw a court dismiss his application. The allegations which led to his resignation have sparked a broader review of internal police procedures and raised important questions about accountability within the force.
The potential $3.1 billion windfall from a landmark veterans' compensation case in New Zealand is now at a critical juncture. Sir Wira Gardner's legal battle has opened the door for thousands of veterans to claim compensation for ill board ruled in Gardner's favor, estimating a $3.2 billion in tax fundpulve. However, the New Zealand Defence Force has raised concerns over the financial implications, warning that the cost could rise significantly. With the High Court set to review the decision, the outcome will determine whether this windfall becomes a new source of support for veterans or is quietly reclassified into other government spending. Advocates for veterans stress the importance of upholding the decision to ensure those who served receive the recognition and support they deserve.
Referee abuse in New Zealand is escalating, with reported incidents expected to reach record levels in 2025. Sports bodies are sounding the alarm, citing a sharp increase in abuse since 2022, while samba across various sports, including rugby, football, basketball, and cricket. The issue of abuse directed at officials is a growing concern. Despite these challenges, the number of people willing to referee has not significantly declined, and efforts are being made to address the problem.
That's all for today's news. We appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this update, please consider subscribing. Your support helps us keep going.